Welcome back to the third video of the fifth module on human rights and activism, and in this video we're going to talk about ethical frameworks and do no harm. Technology in human rights contexts is never neutral. It can help or harm, often in ways that aren't immediately obvious or intentional. So before deploying blockchain tools in sensitive contexts, it's important to consider ethical frameworks. Do no harm is the foundational principle. Ask yourself, could this technology make things worse for vulnerable people? Could records created today be used against people tomorrow if political situations change? Could the technology itself become a target that draws dangerous attention? Next, as I mentioned in the last video, informed consent is super important, and it means participants understand what's happening with their data. And I'm not just talking legal consent forms, but genuine comprehension. In many contexts, this is hard. Literacy might vary, tech understanding might vary, and power dynamics can make free consent complicated. So it's important to put a lot of thought and consideration into this. Next, community ownership matters. Think about, are you building tools with affected communities or for them? There's a meaningful difference, and the best projects involve affected communities in all steps, including design, governance, and implementation. Next, it's important to consider exit strategies as well. What happens if your organization disappears, funding ends, or the technology becomes obsolete? Decentralized tools should genuinely decentralize control, not just create new dependencies. Next, it's important to be transparent about the limitations with this technology. Like I said before, blockchain doesn't solve political problems. It doesn't make corrupt governments accountable if there's no one to hold them accountable. Overclaiming what technology can do risks disappointing communities and wasting resources that could go elsewhere. And finally, work with specialists. Human rights technology is its own field with hard-won lessons from decades of failures and successes. Organizations like Access Now, Witness, and various digital security collectives have expertise. So it's important to partner rather than improvise and try to reinvent the wheel. So the bottom line here is that blockchain can be genuinely useful for documentation, identity, and resource distribution in human rights contexts, but only when deployed thoughtfully, with appropriate security, clear consent, and realistic expectations. The technology itself is a tool. The values and judgment you bring to using it determine whether it helps or harms. Thanks so much for watching the third video of the fifth module on human rights and activism in Web3, and we'll see you in the next video for module 6, where we're going to talk about impact tokenization. We'll see you there.